It's Platt, and today we head to the Las Vegas Arts District. That's next to Platt's Beer of the Week. So the particular beer we have today comes to us from HUDL Brewing, HUDL. It is their Vanilla Oak Cream Ale. HUDL Brewing is located in the Arts District here in Las Vegas. That is few blocks south of the old Fremont Street area, Gold Nugget, Circa, the Plaza, all those. It is within walking distance, but I advise you to take a short little cab ride if you're heading down there. There are several other breweries in the Arts District. They're creating something called Brewers Row or something. A couple of them I've talked about in the past, Abel Baker and Beer District Brewing. A little background into HUDL Brewing, and more importantly, the gentleman that created it, founded by three gentlemen, Skip Norfolk, Joe Kuzo, and Ken Cooper. Ken served in the Navy 21 years and the Medical Corps and did multiple tours in Iraq. Ken, we thank you for your service. Skip was a crew chief for motocross and supercross teams. He was also a race director. And apparently his time on tour, he was introduced to various craft beers across the country, started gaining a passion for craft beer, and eventually started home brewing, and while on the circuit, sharing his beer with fellow supercross team members, and thus really growing his passion for craft beer. Lastly is Joe Kuzo. Joe is the head brewer at HUDL. Joe graduated the American Brewer Guild in 1999 and has worked for various brewers throughout the years. Copper Tank in Dallas, Skagway up in Alaska, Pizza Port out in San Diego. So Joe's been around the block a little bit, and he's the head brewer at HUDL. Now, unfortunately for these gentlemen, the timing of this brewery was not the best. They started this whole thing about 2 months or so before COVID really hit. So it's been a tough sled for those guys. Guys, we're sending you love. Hopefully HUDL Brewing, like the rest of us, has gotten through this nightmare, but we'll see. Real quick, let's talk about some of their other beers because they do have some unique beers. First is Toasted Pecan, a 6.6% ABV brown ale with hints of toasted pecan and toasted marshmallow. That one really caught me there. I've tried one or two beers with the pecan flavor or pecan added to it. I think the flavor's complementary to the maltier beers, the darker end, and so I think a brown ale works with that. I don't know how it would work on the other end of the scale though. The next beer is 2 Blocks Down. This is a 10.3% ABV Imperial Stout. It's a collaboration with neighbor Abel Baker. Whether they're actually 2 blocks down or not, who knows, but it's a collaboration beer. And the cool thing is this beer is available at both breweries. So if you hit the Arts District, maybe try it at 2 different breweries. Next is Hex Chocolate Cream Ale. This is a 6% ABV cream ale made as a collaboration with Hex Chocolates. It's a blend of milk and dark chocolate, and the particular beer won bronze at this year's Great American Beer Festival. Lastly is their Watermelon Sour, a 4.7% ABV sour. I've tried a couple of watermelon beers, and I've been pleasantly surprised each time. I think the first one I tried was in a Mexican lager, and came out really nice. When I first heard of it, I thought, I'm not sure about watermelon in beer, but it worked out real nice, and so I'm kind of eager to try this one out if I get a chance. Well, before we try this particular beer, let's check out the stats. So today I thought I would talk about the style cream ale. I've reviewed a couple in the past, and in my beer style series where I cover all the major different beer styles, I do have a cream ale video. If you're just getting into craft beer and want to learn about the different styles, definitely check out that playlist. I cover 40 different styles, if not more. Great little tool to learn all the different styles of beer. But as far as a cream ale goes, cream ales are mild, light-bodied ales. Color-wise, they're anywhere from straw to golden color. The body's soft, they're highly carbonated, almost to the point like a regular domestic lager, your Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light. There's really no hop aroma to the beer, and there's very little hop flavor or bitterness. Again, this is a very approachable beer. A great beer to get your Bud Light friends, you know, kind of out of the box, trying something new. What's unique about this beer is how it's produced. It's fermented at the warmer lager temperatures, but then it's cold lagered like a regular lager. This gives it kind of a clean finish. You don't get all those phenols and extra funky esters that you would out of a ale that's just stayed in those warmer, you know, ferment at the warmer ale temperatures the whole time. As far as food pairings for all you foodies out there, cream ales go nice with salads, mild shellfish, Monterey Jack cheese. Again, this is just a style that really works well, or, you know, it's a great style to get your friends starting into craft beers. It's definitely more approachable. You know, you don't want to start handing them, you know, double IPAs and barley wines and stuff. This is definitely a beer that I think you can get them headed in the right direction. Well, speaking of cream ales, let's give this one a try. All right, this is a little darker than I would. This would be a darker gold. Who knows? Maybe from the oak. Very faint on the vanilla nose. Let's give her a try. Oh, that's pleasant. That vanilla is subtle, but you know it's there, but it's not overpowering. Again, a cream ale is a nice soft-bodied beer. It's the vanilla is not having to battle the hops, so they probably don't put a ton of vanilla in there, but because there's no real hop flavor to it, it doesn't have to battle the hops to catch your taste buds. You know, again, a softer body. This is very drinkable. I will say this particular one, being at 6% ABV, is a little on the higher end for a cream ale. Most of the times those are in the 4 or 5s. But this is still a very drinkable beer. I could have, even with it being a flavored beer, sometimes with flavored beers you don't want multiple. You know, if you're drinking a imperial stout flavored with marshmallow, gingerbread, gummy bears, whatever, you know, those are great one beers, but you're not going to drink 2 or 3 of these. This I could definitely drink multiple of these on tap. Again, plenty of carbonation. A medium minus finish as far as length. The vanilla stays back there a little bit, but again, it's not a strong vanilla, you know, at the front anyway, but it'll kind of linger in your mouth a little bit, but not too long. Yeah, it goes down easy. It's not viscous anything. There's plenty of sweetness, though. This beer does have a little sweet punch up front, but it's not cloyingly sweet. Very nice little beer, and you get. I think cream ale is a nice beer anyway, and then the vanilla just really kind of works. They've executed a nice little beer here. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Also, please like the video because it lets YouTube know we're putting out good product. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or beers that you'd like me to try, please leave them in the comment section, or you can always contact me on the Twitter page. Till next time, bottoms up.